Poem summary of Batter My Heart. Three-Personed God. God of the Holy Trinity, hit me in the heart. So far, all you've done is knock politely, breathe softly, shine your light, and try to help me. Only if you knock me down will I be able to stand up on my own again. Use all of your strength to break me, blow me down, and burn me up. This will make me a new person. I'm like a town that has been taken over by an army and is trying to let you back in but can't. Logical thinking is supposed to run my mind when you aren't around, and it's also supposed to protect my religious beliefs from attacks. Instead, my logical thinking is taken over by the enemy and shows itself to be weak or even dishonest to you. But I love you so much and want to be loved by you very much. But I'm married to the person you hate. Because of this, you will have to end that marriage. If marriage means tying the knot, you'll have to untie or cut that knot. You'll have to take me prisoner and put me there. That's because I'll never be free unless you make me love you so much that it makes me your slave. And if you don't have your way with me, I'll never be pure.
About the speaker. While the speaker remains anonymous, the poem plays off who Donne himself was, as well the kinds of personas Donne adopted in his earlier work. What's clear is that the speaker in this poem is undergoing a crisis of faith. The speaker boldly commands God to take over the speaker's soul, as if roughly and forcefully seducing the speaker. To modern readers, the speaker can be read as ungendered and open to interpretation and identification. To Renaissance readers, however, this would have been a distinctly feminine speaker, or at least someone embodying a stereotypically feminine role. Note how the speaker says, "But I am betrothed unto your enemy. Divorce me, untie or break that knot again, take me to you." This is the kind of thing that women would say in medieval and Renaissance literature. This trope is still recognizable to modern readers as the damsel in distress, the woman imprisoned against her will who must be rescued by a gallant knight. Of course, what's unusual here is that God is that gallant knight. It also would have been striking to readers that this is a male poet writing from the perspective of a woman. It's not that male Renaissance poets didn't write poems from the perspectives of women, they did. What's striking is that this isn't really a persona poem, it's not Donne explicitly writing as something he's not. Rather, it's a devotional poem, a combination of personal confession on the part of the poet and the kind of generalized speaker found in prayers, such as the Psalms in the Bible. This speaker must also be viewed in the context of poems from earlier poems in Donne's career, poems of erotic seduction and celebration. In these poems, witty speakers try to convince women to have sex with them, or talk about how great this sex is while it's happening. Holy Sonnet 14 clearly retains some aspects of these earlier speakers, such as boldness and sexual desire. Yet while the speakers of those earlier poems were implied to be masculine, now things have flipped, the speaker embraces a culturally feminine role. In Donne's historical context, this is an act of humility, one that acknowledges God as an all-powerful being to which the speaker must submit. Readers don't have to agree with these gender roles. Instead, a poem like this can help readers think about the role of gender in discussions of religion. It can help them examine how forms of power have affected how people view their relationship with God, and vice versa. Additionally, this poem is a good example of how poetry and prayer can offer a space of play, a space where writers can mess with things like gender and power. While Donne by no means escapes the cultural assumptions of his time, at the same time this poem tweaks those assumptions, suggesting the fluidity of the soul and the difference between the roles people play in society and the roles they play in their imaginations and in states of prayer.
Hope we summarized it fully and you liked it. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so that we are motivated to create more videos.